Alright, so what had been done last time was you guys had finished off the dragon. Unfortunately, Ryan and Grimm, I don't know if Cole was here. No, Cole was here. There wasn't much that could happen just because you guys weren't here, but they did finish off the dragon, and you got the treasure that the dragon had been hoarding from the carts. And in your absence, I had used Muffin to help with carving the dragon, and now you guys have a few different parts of the dragon in your inventories, and we're gonna go from there. So, do you guys plan to do anything else in this horrific cavern, or are you just gonna leave it with your bounty?
There's so many gems I need to divide.
Now, I heard that he had no magic items, which I find weird, because he'd be a
I have magic items. I've identified them all.
Oh, okay.
They were all identified. You have a helm of comprehending languages in your inventory.
Oh, nice.
It's yours.
And then there was a fire breath potion and a drift globe.
The fire breath potion apparently has enough serving for 3. Drink it 3 times, apparently.
Black
and
hot
I've
sauce.
chosen the drift globe.
Somebody made a comment about blowing fire out of their ass, and I said, by all means.
Yeah, it was void.
What happened to the kobold we were going to make a pet?
He
died.
Cole killed him. Cole killed him.
First roll. Seriously, first roll of the session, he died.
Cole is here, right?
Yes. Cole's here.
Cole's ready.
Cole, I need you to answer me a question.
I may have an answer.
Actually, wait, I can't scream. My question is why?
Why what? I killed
Why'd you kill the kobold? We're gonna make him
one of the kobolds got away. The other one, it was a threat, so I had to eliminate it.
See,
we were gonna make it a pet.
See, this is a man that knows to kill hostiles.
Yeah,
we're gonna turn that hostile into a pet.
When this man clears a room, he clears a room.
But see, I thought that kobold was the one had missed, all his attack.
Yes, everything was, he was dodging everything, but then he was killed.
Yeah, everyone missed trying to hit him.
Oh, right, he was the lucky kobold, okay.
Divided,
yes.
So, they murdered him.
Now, so what are you guys just going to leave the cavern and head out?
Silence, I'm doing math.
No, I'm going to talk as much as I please. And actually, I was wrong. Unless somebody just wants to go and roll 20 and share, I'm just literally only doing it for the world map to show where you guys decided to go.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you literally don't care. It's up to you.
I can see your screen.
Really? Oh, right. It's all on the same shit. That's right.
Yeah, so you could just... Yeah, I'll just watch.
Now, here, wait. If I play this, and you hear that, and you can see the...
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that works just fine.
It's kind of loud.
Last time it was too quiet.
How do I divide this? Let's see. So... Okay, wait. Let me revamp real quick, because I want to have you guys help me a little bit over here. So, I've already counted up the amount of gold that all of the little extra items were worth, and it came out, and then divided it amongst the 5 of us to 170 gold each or 170 gold worth each of items. Just items that are worth shit, but they're not directly gold. So it's 11 diamonds worth 50, and then 10 rubies and sapphires worth 10. Total, so 6 rubies, 4 sapphires worth 10, and 8 small statues worth 25. I did all of these together, calculated, then divided again, and then, 170 each. How should I divide that, item-wise?
I personally feel that we should wait until we get back to,
Yeah, I was gonna say, how about we go sell that, turn it into actual gold, then divide it?
Yeah, that makes more sense. Trade it in for its value.
Well, here's the thing. Depending on the values, certain spells, I don't know if you have it, Julian, but one of the sorcerer spells, Chaos Bolt, I believe, uses a 50 gold diamond to do as a catalyst
Wait.
to do it. So I don't know if you want to also
No,
check.
Chaos-
Wait.
Chaos Bolt has no material components.
It is one of then it's chromatic orb is what I'm thinking of. Then.
It's
Yes,
chromatic
and I
orb.
do not have that.
Okay.
But luckily, it doesn't consume it upon use.
No, it doesn't consume it. It just uses it as a focus, basically.
So who was the most friendly
How?
with our?
You said they were diamonds.
Yes.
Yes.
What was the value of the diamonds?
50 gold each.
Would any of us really know the value of the diamonds?
Well,
Only because I told you.
I don't know.
It was just easier than trying to come up with now a fucking jeweler too.
yeah,
Julian,
yeah, I know
If
how
we-
Revivify works.
yeah, I was gonna say if we ever come across one worth 300 gold pieces, then I want it.
Yeah,
If not, then I don't give a shit. It's useless to me.
yeah. Alright, I'll just keep
Ain't
it in
gonna
my
do
inventory.
Okay,
we'll
so
just do this.
now another question I have: are you guys hearing the washer or dryer in the background?
Nope.
Okay, good. Then the motion.
Kind of, but it's not bothering me.
Okay, well then that's good because that means the noise canceling plus the shape of the microphone is good. All right, so
Right.
now then, where are you guys deciding to go? Because at this point, it is getting with all the traveling you've done and nightfall. If you head to Raven's Claw to finish out and get your reward for the dragon, you'd be coming closer to nighttime, and I would make you guys roll at least one Constitution check. Whereas Ravendell is closer, and you just get your next reward in the morning.
I don't think we're that big of a hurry.
No, I'd say we head back to Ravendell first.
Okay, so I'm looking over my notes currently. The letter was delivered to Dragon's Keep, right?
Yes.
Just,
Also,
Okay.
you had started to ask Ryan about somebody being friendly with somebody. What was that about?
Which of us is the most friendly with our dwarven friend? I think it was Gundren in Ravensclaw.
Gundren was from from Mine of Fandelver. You're thinking of Thornton.
That's it, yeah. So who is our most friendly?
that would be me.
I do believe he would be our best bet for selling the
Okay.
gems. And I do
Alright.
believe that Liebe had the most appropriate reaction or interactions with him.
Yeah.
That's because the only other person that really interacted with him was Ugrim, and Ugrim decided to threaten to kill him as a joke.
Jesus. You
Nice.
fucking buffoon.
Those were good times.
Those are
They
simpler
were.
times.
Ugrim will be missed
Forever in our hearts.
forever in our spaghetti.
Now then, I do have. By the way, I would like to ask something. That spell scroll of mending.
Yes.
Is that single use, or does that just teach you the cantrip?
That is actually a good question. Cantrip. I feel like cantrip spell scrolls do work differently, but that is something I need to
Do
look
you mind if I
at.
looked it up real quick?
I am in the
Process
process.
of verifying said information.
Processing. Once it is cast, yeah. So it's the same even for a cantrip. It's still a it is still a single use. Oddly enough.
That's kind of ass.
Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate.
I have that. I have mending.
Yeah, Julian, I'm fairly sure the scroll is meant more for people who don't.
Yeah, it's just it's for those who don't really know magic as well and just need to mend something real quick.
Yeah, but
I'm
Maybe we
fairly
can
certain
sell
it's
it
for like
to,
fighters, maybe a barbarian.
Oh,
We can-
fighters, you say?
We can give it to your girlfriend when we get back to Ravensclaw.
Excuse me.
My what? That's
What
the
explain
rest of what you had to say.
that, buddy?
Yeah, that was exactly what I was going to say. Excuse me, am I what?
Like,
Did I
that one chick that you're trying to bone?
Name one good interaction I've had with her so far.
Well, you're gonna give her
There
a
are
scroll
none,
of
that doesn't
mending.
matter.
Exactly. Excuse me, Muffin, what were you going to say?
you're gonna give her a scroll of mending as a makeup gift.
Fair enough.
And I'm gonna make sure you give it to her.
I'm going to pocket this.
Muffin, did you say makeup or breakup gift?
Makeup.
Oh, I heard breakup. I was very confused.
How can we break up if we're not even in a relationship?
That's why I was confused.
Destroy the friendship, burn it to the ground.
Destroy the friendship that didn't even exist yet.
Yes.
Enemies.
Anyway,
Because
so
he's a child.
so assuming you guys are now heading back to the does that sound scratchy to anybody else?
No.
That just sounds weird on my end. So heading back towards the carts, you get yourself saddled up and start to move back towards Ravendell. When you take notice to, in the distance towards Ravendell, walking in your direction, you see what appears to be a very tall but thin man walking in your direction towards Ravensclaw, but as he's walking, he seems to collapse in what may or may not be exhaustion or death.
Oh, shit.
We should pull over and
I walk up
investigate.
to him.
Yeah,
I want to walk up to him.
I'm gonna walk up to him as well.
So what you find laying there is as I had said, a tall man with a very dark skin and kind of like pulled back in a very like knotted fashion kind of hair. So I'm trying to think of how to describe dreadlocks in a place where dreadlocks don't exist. But basically like pulled back dreadlocks and very ragged clothes, and the only thing that he seems to have on him is a cane, like a very a long straight cane, but he doesn't seem to carry anything else on him, just from what you can tell from first glance. And you can notice, just looking at him, he is still breathing, but he appears to have collapsed from exhaustion.
How old would you say the guy is?
I would say, from what you can tell, late 30s.
Oh, so he'll be alright.
Is it Pilgrim, possibly?
Is there any holy sites around here?
Well, on the journey there's one in Draconia. Although, it's a long way from here, so I'm not certain.
It seems he was headed towards Ravensclaw. Right? That's the direction he was headed? Away from Ravensdale?
Yes.
Should we help him? I mean, does he look like skinny as in, malnourished?
No, he is
my
just...
medicine skill to check if he's good.
Alright, well then, yeah, go ahead and roll a medicine check. Well, actually, no. Medicine would really be more of... Well... Yeah, I would... Yeah, just, medicine check. Go ahead.
$14.
So as you're quickly looking over this man, you can see that he has that the way his skin appears to be, and around his mouth, you believe he might be suffering from dehydration.
Anyone got water then?
That's all you had to say. I'm gonna pour my water right on his head.
You don't know how dehydration works,
Mouth,
do you?
Muffin, mouth.
Mouth.
Yeah, pour it
Oh,
through the
wait.
mouth, otherwise it's not gonna hydrate him. You just give him a bath.
So as Muffin pours the water directly onto the man's head, he just kind of he does move a bit, but he's obviously feeling weak.
Are you alive?
Water.
Give him some more, Muffin. Well, should I?
In his mouth.
Yeah, this time
In
make sure it
the
goes
mouth.
in his mouth.
Alright, I'm gonna pour more water into his mouth.
So as you help to get water into the man's mouth, he swallows it and starts to cough some, and almost as if some semblance of life has been restored to him, he begins to attempt to sit up, and he bows his head to the ground in front of you all. Thank you very much.
I'm pretty sure that's the opposite of what waterboarding should do.
It's not waterboarding if
So,
you don't
why don't
put
you-
a cloth over his mouth.
Why don't you help him into the cart?
Yeah, let's get him in the cart.
Yeah. So as you attempt to help him up, the man does allow, without any kind of fighting, he does allow you to help him into the car, and you can tell he's trying to pull himself up in as well.
Sir, are you quite alright?
I am feeling much better now that I have some hydration. Thank you.
How long have you been out of civilization to get this dehydrated?
Ever since my lord had disappeared, I have been traveling for quite some time.
So, long enough.
I could say that, yes.
Wait, what lord? I thought the only lord around here was Lord who I can never remember the name of.
Garen?
Yes, Lord Garen. Lord Garen's gone missing?
I do not know of any Lord Garen, but the man I refer to as my lord is one who had saved my life previously.
So more of a master.
That is a way you could put it, yes.
So, where are you from?
I do not come from this place. I do not know how I've gotten here. But my lord had saved me many years ago, and I have wandered this land in search of him again.
Are you hoping to return the favor?
You see sort of a, I don't know how to describe it. A sense of, kinship when he says that in Muffin. And she said, well, we'll find him now, won't we?
I thank you for any assistance you may attempt to give. But for
Yeah,
now,
so you can give us like, tell us a little more about your lord. Like, I suppose he was some kind of, I guess, millionaire, and how long has he been missing now?
What's your name, first off?
So first we interrupt him and then we ask him more questions, okay?
as people are meant to, or as people are wont to do,
Yeah.
I am known as Akio. Aiko? I don't know how to pronounce that, actually.
Was it AI?
A-I-K-I-A-K-O.
I
I think Aiko would be probably the way to
Yeah.
pronounce it.
Ico, yeah.
Aiko. Got a Japanese ass name.
Nice.
Why are we helping him again?
You are the worst cleric ever!
It's the right thing to do!
Yeah, it's part. We have morals, even though I'm a
Since
criminal.
when?
Even I have some moral code.
We might be loose morals, but we still have morals.
Yeah. We may be
Your moral compass is a roulette wheel!
What?
Wait,
If you guys say so.
I said your moral compass is a roulette wheel.
Pretty
Moral
much.
No, my moral compass is Russian roulette. What do you mean?
So where do you guys plan to head?
Well, back to Ravendale now for sure.
Yeah, this guy definitely needs some rest, and perhaps once he's even more in a better condition, we can get some more info. Find out where maybe get some clues about this Lord more. Because we don't have much info to go off right now.
Right.
I'll just say, well, we'll be heading to Ravendale for today so we can all get some rest and get you some food and drink. Then afterwards, you can travel with us to Ravensclaw. It would be more swift and a bit more efficient.
Yeah, there's lots of smart people at Ravensclaw. They would probably know where you're from.
Very well. I thank you. And as you travel not but a mile down the road, you see something not unfamiliar to you, and you see an ogre emerge from the woods, and it looks towards you. But you notice, strangely enough, in a very quiet and calm manner, the man you had just met jumps off the cart and starts walking towards the ogre as if completely unknowing of the danger.
Nigga, you was just dead like 5 minutes ago.
Can I take his shit if he dies?
Is Muffin suddenly a black woman?
Why not?
She's the goblin equivalent of a black woman. I like it.
I'm gonna assume your cries were cries of, let's call them
concern for his well-being.
Yeah, we'll call it that, and not at all you being insane. So he continues walking towards the ogre, and just kind of like looks slightly back with a bit and gives a bit of a nod. And the cane that he was walking with, he's now just holding. He's not even walking with the cane. And as he approaches, the ogre swings down, and dust gets kicked up into the air, and you hear a very quick sound as if something is sliding. And as the dust clears, you can see the ogre was immediately decapitated. And the man walks back towards you, there being a sword hidden in his cane, and he flings the blood off of it and slides it back into its hidden sheath.
Alright, that is awesome. I need to learn how to do that.
Now, you see, Liebe, he can draw his sword.
I am impressed by that, and have to say, it seems like we might have gotten ourselves some kind of guard, I'm guessing? If he belonged to a lord?
Yes, most definitely. One of the elite guards, trained by, I don't know.
You see him You see him pull out the fucking sword that he's been given by his father, and you see him just... Do any of you speak Infernal?
No.
No. Why would I?
You get the
It's
feeling...
an odd thing to...
You can hear what you believe to be swearing in another language.
Yet, you hear what appears to be swearing in Infernal.
Clearly devil speech.
Clearly devil speech. It sounds like the goddamn demon. I mean, from what I can remember, Infernal sounds like...
Also, I feel like I completely also neglected one particular point. The man's got a fucking blindfold on the entire time doing this.
Oh, that would have definitely been...
I completely forgot. I completely forgot to mention that.
That just makes it even more badass.
Okay, so I definitely would not have let him fight the ogre in that... Alright, but we'll just ignore that.
Yeah, I made a mistake there. Mostly because too much to think about at one time.
He's made a mistake.
And also, I was laughing a lot of the time because I said about this guy, and you guys are all talking over what could have been a corpse.
Hey, are you fucking dead? Someone poke him with a stick.
That's what it might as well have been. But he comes back and pulls himself back into the cart, and just kind of sits back holding the cane with his head lowered, and doesn't bring any attention to what he had just done.
And neither will we.
No, you do see Liebe just looking at him with like a sense of wonder almost. Like,
so
shit.
You guys make your way back into Ravensdale and pull yourself up to the the tavern, which was Raven. No, that was Fellwing that had the fucking weird name of one. What the fuck did I call? What the fuck? I really should like keep better notes of this shit. I'm starting to piss myself off because I know at some point I had notes of different things like this, and now I'm lost and confused.
God damn it, me really trying to fuck me over, are you now?
Yeah, basically. This guy's a fucking asshole.
My God, what an idiot!
You know what? You know what? Even if I just call the tavern a different fucking name every single time, I don't care.
I don't
Let's
think any
go.
of us would notice.
Because everybody,
realistically.
if anything, I'll be the only one to think of that happened. You guys will be like, oh yeah, that's right.
We'll just call it Schrodinger's cabin or tavern.
Yeah, Schrodinger's tavern.
Yeah, sure. Just everything I can't think of that I didn't come up with already. We're just referring to it as Schrodinger's tavern from now on.
Schrodinger's forgery, Schrodinger's general goods, Schrodinger's winery.
Okay, well that's going a bit far.
No, it's not.
So anyway, you guys
You know it.
pull up
Schrodinger's.
to the tavern, and what are you planning to do now that you're in town?
Food and drink.
Do you need help getting inside there, Mr. Blind Man?
Why'd you specifically state it that way? He has a name.
But now I know he's blind.
What do you mean?
Some rude
No,
motherfuckers.
I am fine, thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna watch him.
And he gets himself down out of the fucking cart without any real issue, and just walks towards the door of the tavern.
Oh, yeah, shit. I remembered a little something that's going to be fun for tonight. I just look in my backpack and see all of the meat that Muffin helped me acquire.
Oh yeah, that's right. He also has like, what was it? What did I say? Like 5-6 pounds of meat.
15 pounds.
Oh, what was it? 15?
Of what,
15
dragon meat?
Pounds of
Yes.
Meat. Meat.
He's got 15 pounds of meat in his bag and a bunch of skin.
I see.
So much meat to consume.
You're gonna eat all that meat?
No, I'm going to share with all of us.
And everybody's insides will potentially boil.
If prepared.
Because from what I remember in that video, you have to like, I mean, of course, this is just made up shit that came from years of
Yeah,
D&D.
That thing.
You have to like fucking keep it out and air and like age it for like a week, or else it'll like melt your insides.
I'm pretty sure that was for like adults dragon meat specifically, not.
Who knows? Point is, dragon be spicy.
It's gonna be spicy and I like it.
But you'll
We just-
try it first, right, Liebe?
Oh yes, definitely.
Whether he likes it or not.
I'm going to be the one preparing this. What are you talking about?
Oh, you can cook?
Yes, I've
Since
been
when?
inside. I've been inside most of all of my life. Of course, I can.
That
cook.
doesn't mean you can cook.
He actually has he got cook's utensils as a
Yeah.
fucking thing because he didn't realize about crafting and all that.
Nah, I didn't realize. So I decided, fuck it.
That's my favorite part of the whole thing. 'Cause he asked me, he's like, "Can I change my proficiency?" I was like, "No."
No. So yeah, now I have cook's utensils, I guess.
Yeah, so now you're a cook,
I am Chef Boy.
Chef Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee, let's go.
Yeah. So now
Sure.
you've all
Nuts.
so
Ah,
as usual, the 5 silver for board and food. You guys all gather around a table, and strangely enough, your new friend, blind friend, Aiko, is, despite having an open seat at the table, is sitting cross-legged on the floor, drinking the drink that was brought to him.
what?
You
What I
can
get-
sit up here if you want, on one of these stools. Although they're not very comfortable. You know what? I'm gonna sit down on the floor.
With him.
I will sit on the floor with him as well.
Same. I should wait, I'm cooking. Never mind.
You ain't doing shit. That's
I'm
what
just in
you're
the
doing.
fucking kitchen, I guess.
Be sure you ask first.
Just walk over to the. I walk over to the barkeep. Walk over to him,
Yeah.
and then I just say, "Yes, hello. I would like to request something of you."
What do you need?
Well, so recently we have acquired some more rare meats, and I would like to request the usage of your cooking facility so I may prepare it, if that is all right.
Well, as long as you don't make a mess.
That I can promise. I'll just head into the kitchen and start preparing.
Yeah, and
meats.
he just kind of waves you back towards it. Which, being a small village, the all the cooking stuff is pretty much in a most of it being like right behind the counter, not maybe more than a few feet off to like the left, just around a partition wall.
If anything looks broken, if anything that I'm going to be using looks a little like raggedy or filthy, I'm going to use cantrips to fix that shit.
Alright. In the meantime, while he's trying to cook up a meal, you guys are all now... Well, is everybody sitting there now, including like Apsilon and Sabre? You're all
Yes,
just...
I'm also with Akayo. Or Aiko.
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 Are you
I
gonna
actually have a
make him
question
roll,
for
Dangus?
Aiko.
What?
Are you gonna make him roll to see whether he makes a mess or not in the kitchen?
That actually be a good idea.
Not
you should
what
have
kind
a roll
What
for
kind
that.
of role is there?
Not not
I don't know which roll can be used or not. I just want to see if you roll badly so you can break your promise.
Oh yeah, I'm
with
going
the
to.
shopkeep.
If you make me roll, I'm going to fuck it up badly. I can tell you that much.
Thing is, I'm looking. I don't know what I would have you roll for cooking food.
Just
survival, because if he fucks it up, the shopkeeper's gonna kill him.
yeah, survival would be good, or
survival.
just rolling a d20 and adding his proficiency.
Yeah, well, he can, and then because he has proficiency cook tools. Yeah, sure, just a random ass d20. Why
So,
not?
roll a d20 and then what?
And then add the proficiency, so +3.
Ah,
Use your
boy.
proficiency. Just for fun.
Watch this. Ta-da! Please just fucking kill me already.
So yeah,
Fuck
you're doing just fine at making your food, but you are making a bit of a mess, and you can just kind of hear the barkeep sighing, but he kind of doesn't say anything.
Look, I'm going to roll again. It's gonna be shit again. I want to fucking kill myself.
You'll be fine.
Too bad.
Everybody's got bad luck every now and again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some of us every day. Some of theirs every day of their lives. Anyway,
Look, why have you given me your shitty luck? How dare you?
That's why.
he cursed you. He told you Volton would remember that.
Yeah,
Hey,
apparently.
don't talk shit on Void. He's riding high today.
He's riding high. Meanwhile, you just kicked me in the goddamn nuts again.
Anyway, so now, despite the the slight clanging and messiness in the kitchen, what are you guys doing currently? All
I want to know more about our friend.
Yeah, I want to know how could someone with no sight be able to kick ass of an ogre like that?
In one stroke.
Yeah.
He had a stroke?
Yes.
He kind of just gives a slight grin. It is simply the way of the sword I was taught from my land.
I want to go to your land.
I wish it was that easy. I could feel a magical presence before I was transported here. I'm not sure how I ended up here, but I have been here for several years.
And you've been wandering around for that long?
Yes. I was trained in what is known from my land as the way of the samurai.
the way of the sword,
and taught a style that was known as one of great focus and reactivity, the way of Iaido.
Muffin is just listening wide-eyed.
What the fuck?
So you're a sword wizard like Liebe.
And he
It sounds like a load of hoopla to me.
he just kind of
You
smiles.
see that ogre? Did you see that?
No.
How did you know it was even there?
I wasn't watching. Do it again.
Alright, fine. I'm gonna put a glass on top of Ildrad's head. So, Aiko, can you cut that glass into 4 pieces without hurting him?
This will not end well for anyone.
The man, he looks at you kind of confused. I have
He
not
wants to see you in action, to see that ninjutsu.
Ninjutsu is not my way. Ninjutsu is known as a way of cowardice and hiding in the shadows. And
What was your point again?
anyway, so despite like what seems to be a bit of begrudging from him, he sits up and you see very quick arm motions, and in two ways horizontally the glass is sliced, and he slides his sword back into his cane, and you can feel Ildrad, the glass the pieces of glass just kind of fall off your head onto the ground.
That wasn't very nice.
Dude!
You gonna pay for the barkeep's glass?
I'll pay for it.
Alright, then that was pretty cool.
I'll drink to
As
that.
long as I don't gotta pay for it.
Your friend is a very aggressive one.
Who, Ildrad?
I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
that
agree.
means me or Muffin, so...
Clearly he met you, Ildrad.
No, I think he meant you.
Liebe, where are we on that food?
I want to die! Nah,
Sounds like quite of a mess in there. Do you need help?
no, he doesn't yell that. He doesn't yell that. You don't hear anything.
You hear a mumble.
No, you hear every now and then you hear him yelling some things in a language you don't understand. And by that I mean he's now swearing in German.
Except that here's the thing though. Now Muffin can understand your language. She's got
with a fucking helmet.
Yeah, she's got the helmet to do so.
Oh yeah, then I would have understood Infernal.
Well, you'd have to cast.
So what-
You would have to cast it because you can cast it at will, but you'd still have.
So do you cast it?
No, I was just wondering what you said to the sword, but that's a little late for that. I didn't know you had to cast it.
Yeah.
If you want, I could just send you like via DMs what I said to the sword.
No, that's alright.
No. Okay.
So now, what all is your plan at this point? Like, what are you continuing to do?
Just chilling, I guess.
So by now, after you would being shown off what could be almost described as like a parlor trick, the way it was done from your new friend Aiko, Liebe comes back with plates of large chunks of meat, which are steaming, and you can kind of almost smell a spice just from the meat.
Surprisingly odd to actually cook this through. Believe me, the amount of firebolts this thing took before it finally actually got a crust was very annoying.
They have an oven, but fuck
Fireball.
They have a fucking oven, but fuck that shit.
Fireball.
Firebolt.
You cooked it with firebolts.
It tastes
instead of,
now it tastes magical.
No, I used the two of them at the same time to achieve a high enough temperature to even cook the damn thing. I checked though, it is done.
Okay.
And since you did ask me,
anything you just said sounds logical, but sure.
and since you did ask me to, Muffin, I will try it first. So here we fucking go, I guess. I'll take a bite.
So, as you take a bite, Liebe,
You realize this was a mistake.
you do feel a spice coursing across your tongue, but to you it's you are very proud of yourself, as to you it tastes like one of the most amazing things you've ever made.
You just see absolute fucking joy in his eyes. Like,
Is he crying?
not
he crying?
yet.
He's crying tears of joy.
Almost.
This is amazing!
Fucking.
Is he being poisoned?
Gordon Ramsay would call this shit good.
Finally, some good fucking food.
Yeah, you get the feeling that is basically the face he's making. Like Gordon Ramsay just told him his food is good. He doesn't say anything. He just after a little bit, he goes, "That's the best food I've ever made in my life," and just takes another bite.
I will follow his example.
So now, as you bite into a muffin,
You shrivel up.
you can feel like a surge of spice across your tongue. It is probably the spiciest food you have ever had in your life, and it almost hurts to continue to chew. But otherwise, you can feel a flavor coursing through it that is surprisingly delicious. Past the past the part of your tongue that is slowly being burned off.
What did Muffin say?
It's surprisingly delicious.
Yeah.
As you see her face turning red and she's trying not to cry.
Oh. Yes, my infernal legacy is coming in handy.
I forgot about his infernal legacy.
Yes, I have fire resistance. My fire, finally.
So is Muffin currently dying?
I'm okay!
She'll be fine.
No. She's apparently not dying.
She's probably fine.
By the way, I am also sitting on the floor with the others.
Yes, everybody's sitting on the floor.
In a circle. I feel like this is like in a circle.
Yeah, we're all in a circle.
Throw that ass in a circle.
And because I like explaining fucking niche details that nobody would ever fucking notice, when he fucking takes a bite of the food, his tail just starts flicking around. Like happily.
Yes,
like
because we needed to know that.
Like a happy kitty.
Yes.
Alright, so now with that
you don't see, but you just hear the of it hitting the floor.
of everybody eating the food and being spiced. What do you guys plan to do now?
Does Apsilon actually eat the food, or does he not eat?
That's a good question. Apsilon doesn't really. He technically, you guys don't know, but he doesn't technically need to eat.
Does he choose to?
Yes,
What
Epsilon.
was the reaction of everyone else to the food?
You could
features of
see
choice.
everybody except for Liebe kind of like you can see them sweating a lot more and their faces turning noticeably red from the food, but they're continuing to eat it.
It's really good, but it's also really hot.
It is?
Yes. I need milk.
Oh, since nobody's falling to the ground dying, I guess I'll eat it.
I only can hope that this will finally kill me.
Please just let me be gone.
But yes, as you eat into it, Apsilon, you do taste some of the spice, but you don't feel like it affects you quite as much as everybody else.
It wasn't very effective.
Me and Apsilon, let's go.
everything in his mouth turns to ash.
What about the samurai man?
Oh wait, hold on.
The what?
Okay, I'm safe. I have advantage against being poisoned.
Nobody was poisoning you.
No. I checked so you don't get food poisoning.
Thank you.
But does Aiko eat anything?
Yes, he's eating the food, but he, strangely enough, he's also not really, like, you can see his face is sort of red, but he's just eating.
He
And
his composure a lot better than we do.
yes, and
all fucking weaklings.
and he bows his head to you. I thank you for the meal. It's quite delicious.
He's so cool!
I'm glad you enjoyed it, sir. Thank you. I also do like a similar head bow. Just because, why not? Actually, I would like to ask something of you.
What is it?
And I will grab the sword, still sheathed, like by the sheath, and just say, my father found this a long time ago. I've never seen a blade much like it before, and it seems that it chooses when someone is allowed to unsheath it. Have you ever heard of such a blade?
I have heard legends of blades that were made to kill. Blades. Shut the fuck up, Void! It's not the point!
What monkey just fucking appeared in the background?
That was Void.
Void.
Lloyd, why'd you turn into a fucking chimpanzee?
Because he's making No, there's always been that thing, Void, of shit.
Food.
No. There's always been that shit of, like, different, like, samurai stuff that, of, like, oh, they're meant to protect and stuff.
There are blades that were made to kill. It just reminded me of that meme. People die when they are killed.
Shut the fuck up. Such a cunt. Anyway.
You Dangus.
Blades inhabited by demons that draw hatred and bloodshed from the wielder.
And your dad gave you that sword, Liebe?
He had no idea of any of that. He just knew it was a blade that was enchanted with magic from the Feywild. He didn't sense any demonic presence.
And
I guess your dad's shit at sensing that stuff, huh?
what is this blade you speak of?
I had found a engraving among the blade. It's spelt. One second, let me actually go into my equipment again. It's spelt out only two letters. XR. That is all it said.
And he kind of, like, puts his cane down in front of him, but well, it's technically, it was already down. He places out his hands for you to place it into his.
I do.
And you can feel that you can notice that he, like, moves his hand across the sheath of the blade. I would not expect to find a sword like this in this world. A blade known as a katana.
Alright, excuse me, you said this world? Would you care to clarify?
I literally said earlier that he was transported here.
Yeah, it's not that. I came from another world.
I'm
Excuse
technically.
me, Muffin, since when?
I'm
Remember,
technically-
I got swept along the astral sea and I wound up here.
Actually, I don't think that was ever actually
See,
like
when you
imparted upon him.
said your story, I kind of I heard C and then I ignored the rest. I'm gonna be honest with you.
All I heard. I mean,
Well-
technically, I am a union of two different worlds, if that counts.
Julian,
No,
that's not what they mean.
they mean
Julian.
they mean literally. They mean quite literally.
Right! I forgot this character is not named Julian. My bad.
Yes.
Anyway,
You have a character actually named Julian?
yes.
Yes, he has a character that's just named Julian.
Oh,
Yeah,
that'd
it
be
was my
confusing.
first one. Well, I have one. It was my first one, and then another one where everyone just played themselves.
Anyway, so you know he's looking across the blade. Well, looking as best as you can guess. He's looking with without his eyes being uncovered, and he just kind of like sits it straight up with a thud against the floor, and looks towards your direction. You would do well to be careful of this blade. I sense something else within it. It does not seem to be evil, but it may be hiding its presence better than one would anticipate.
I will. And if it does end up being anything I would be worried about, I will make sure to not use it.
And he just kind of nods to you and hands the sword back.
I'll take it cautiously, though. Just not to, like, rip it out of his hands. Yeah, you know what I fucking mean.
Yeah, and he takes his cane and, like, sits himself up. If it is alright with the rest of you, I would like to turn in for the night.
By all means.
I require
We'll
much
be leaving.
rest.
We'll be leaving first thing in the morning.
Very well. I shall accompany you. And he just kind of bows to you all and heads up the stairs to the rooms.
Well, that is certainly a terrifying notion.
That was interesting.
I just love that Muffin's reaction is, he's so cool! That makes me laugh.
So,
is the blade cursed or is it not cursed? Because you said your dad found it in the Feywild, but the Feywild doesn't have demons, does it?
no. Well, the Feywild is connected to the Fey Dark, from what I remember, and while there are no demons there are other types of creatures. I have no idea how this shit works. I just know that this is a cool-ass sword apparently named a katana, and I just know that I've only been able to use it once, and once alone, to decapitate a dragon. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
If I were to give a guess on this katana, that it's used for special occasions, like it's enchanted with some spell, that I guess depends on the creature's intent. If it's perhaps powerful enough, that's when you use the katana. It's not just for any fights that are normal. Just based off of what we know so far on it. Because if you can't unwield it any other time, and you said it was used once on a dragon, I'm guessing it must have been one powerful motherfucker that you were allowed to use the sword. Otherwise, it probably isn't used on anything else.
I think he's just too much of a bitch.
For my personal theory, fuck you, Ildrad. For my personal theory, I think that this sword may, in and of itself, have a type of will, and will only allow you to use it if it deems you worthy of doing so.
Like Excalibur.
Yeah, similar to that story. Yes.
Excalibur.
So, it could be that this is a blade similar to that, and it has not yet deemed me worthy of its usage.
I will also take that into as a possible theory.
I guess all we can do is just wait and see if it'll ever deem me worthy.
Perhaps.
I'm fairly certain there's more we can do, but yeah, we'll go with that.
If there is anything else we can do, I'm certain we'll find it eventually. I'll ask Stormsea if he knows anything else.
A good idea.
Yes, but until then, was it really that spicy for you guys?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Your face was about as red as my own.
I'm green. You can't say that.
I mean, it was a shade of green that said that. Ooh, that's spicy.
It would. Your shade of green turned from your normal goblin to the green of the trees.
And with that, I'm going to bed.
There's nothing wrong with
I
saying
would
that you
like
can't
to
handle
disagree and
extreme
sleep.
spices. And hey, it's better than having the stuff I had to take for months on end at sea.
What was it? Rations?
I'm going to
Yes,
spin back
ration
around and sit
switches.
back down. So you
Yeah,
are a
like,
sailor.
real quick.
It's fucking voice crack.
Let the man's voice crack in peace. Goddamn.
So you are a sailor.
I
How
He
reckon?
was the
How, well
sailorest
of-
sailor to ever sailor.
how good of a sailor do you reckon you were?
among the most experienced. I still to this day sail, but as of late decided why not visit the land? It's been a while.
I swear I'm not lost.
I
just saying,
swear, it was on purpose.
Weird flex, but I. So, if I get you a ship, do you think you could sail I don't know, the astral sea?
It's
I think you're
it would
asking
probably
for a
be
bit
a
much.
challenge, as I haven't been that far out. But sure, I would love to explore that part.
Good.
Muffin's gonna kill him.
I wouldn't
gonna
say
kill him.
that, but the
I
ship
need
probably
him.
will end up a wreck.
And with that, I will go to sleep.
So now, so everybody is going to bed
Take a
then.
nap.
Yes,
Yeah.
we shall conclude this day and move on to the next.
All right. So, as everybody sleeps quietly through the night, you sit and think. Well, not sit, but you standing at the rooms as you typically do, Apsilon. You contemplate the battle that had happened recently with the dragon, and your mind starts to wander, and you begin to remember a time before from your past life fighting dragons as well, and you can see it, the memory flashing through your mind. A large, an extremely large black dragon flying towards you, and as it passes overhead, you slashing at it, and as it tumbles back, or the blade slides through it, it roars as it goes back in the air, and lightning is shot from it, from not too far past you. And as the dragon comes back, the man that is accompanying you looks towards you and says, "Erkval, now!" And he casts some type of magic on you, and you can feel a almost springiness in your step as you launch yourself towards the dragon and plunge your sword directly into its skull, and it comes barreling down to the ground and slides across dead, and you pull your sword from it and hop off of its head. Well, I'd say that was some of your finest work yet, Erkval. Good job. And the man puts out his hand to shake it, and you still, the voice, you know who it is, but you still can't seem to remember the face. But you can feel his name crossed your mind, but within that moment, your concentration is broken as you hear the sounds of ravens within the tavern, and looking to your left, you can see a dark black portal, and you can feel some type of presence bidding you to come through.
Well, like any normal person would do, I proceed.
So,
We lost him, boys.
He did.
as you pass through this
Nice.
portal, you can feel a sense of melancholy as, looking around you, you find yourself in a very large castle-like area with extremely high ceilings that almost seem to go out of view into a pale grayness. and even the color of your armor seems to have faded in whatever this world is, and you can hear a very slight melancholy music filling the air, and the only things that you can see in this very large room are what appear to be a large pair of, well, not large, but a pair of chairs, and sitting on that chair in a very dark gown, what appears to be made of raven's feathers. You can tell it's the figure of a woman, but along her face is a porcelain mask with a woman's features on it, and she bids you to come sit across from her in the chair.
Sounds suspicious as fuck. I sit down.
I don't trust her at all. I take a seat. And strangely enough, even through the mask, you can tell she's kind of like sipping at a cup, what you believe may be a cup of tea, and places it down on the small table in front of her.
Wait, tea exists?
Sure.
My god. Okay. That changes a whole lot of things. Anyway, continue.
And she looks towards you for a moment before speaking. It is very nice to finally see you up and well, Apsilon Erkval.
Likewise.
Are your memories beginning to return to you?
A little bit here and there.
And she just kind of chuckles. Well, I knew they would. Do you know who I am?
Some sort of entity.
I am the Raven Queen. I have sent my ravens as emissaries to bring back some of your memories so you may fight the man who you are attempting to fight.
Ah, that explains the raven feathers.
Yes. Now, the man that you are dealing with, the one you know as the Black Eye, I'm sure you are no stranger to how dangerous he can be.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say more there.
No, that was...
Yeah, he's pretty dangerous. He must be put down.
I agree. But his goals... He seems not to be just causing chaos. He seems to seek to usurp my place as the keeper of death in this world. And this strange man holds a lot of power to do so. But I do not know of where his power seems to come from. Something to it feels completely unnatural to this plane. Your plane.
He's gone mad, I see.
Yes, whatever power he has obtained, it has driven him to a point of trying to destroy the world as you seem to know it. I do not know what his plans seem to be other than the destruction and usurping of my throne. So I have resurrected you to ask if you would take care of him in my stay, as the gods are not meant to interfere with the lives of mortals through an ancient pact that has existed for thousands and thousands of years.
Well, fret not, my lady. I shall put him down.
I am glad to hear that. And I offer you a gift for the troubles you have already taken to help me. And she kind of just stands up, the raven's feathers flowing off of her, but floating kind of upward in a weird suspended gravity almost, not flowing normally. And she puts her hands to the side of your head, a feeling that you had felt when she had raised you initially. And your enemies hide in the dark. And what is a warrior that cannot see his prey? And you can feel like an energy pulsing through your head. And she releases you and walks back to her seat. I would hope that you would be able to make use of your new sight and destroy these creatures. Do not allow him to do whatever it is he seeks to do. It threatens not only you and your friends, but the fate of Veneer as we know it.
Do not worry, I will stop him.
I thank you, Apsilon Erkval. And you notice another portal open and back up in a slight distance from you two. Now, please return to your plane. Your friends will have need of you.
I take my leave, but before that I bow. Like a majestic eagle.
And as you pass back through the portal, the music you had heard fades, and you hear only the sound of ravens for but a moment before you're returned back to the tavern that you were previously standing in. And now, while this was going on, Muffin, you can feel a vibration, well, not so much feel, hear a vibration coming from your bag as you sit in your room.
I forgot to turn on silent mode.
I mean, silent mode would be on. It's not like you hear an actual ringtone.
So Dangus, did I get night vision or dark vision?
Yeah, I'm gonna add it to your thing. But yes, you were granted from your Lady of Ravens you were granted dark vision.
So does that mean my eyeballs are better now, or that I got night vision goggles? Cloaker goggles.
No, you don't have goggles. You can just see. You can just see now.
Damn it! I thought I could get my hands on night vision goggles from the cloaker.
There is an actual item. I think it's like goggles of the owl or something like that.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah.
I also did this one because of he was resurrected by a goddess, and two, he wears armor all the time, so it would look a little silly with these things over his helmet. But it'd be hilarious.
That would be funny.
So
So what's in the bag?
So you reach into your bag and you realize it's that particular token that you'd received from your strange otherworldly friend that is the one that has vibration, almost as if you're being called.
What would the ringtone of the Frogman sound like, just out of curiosity?
It's just vibrating, it's not a tone.
I'm gonna set it on ring for next time, so think on that. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna pick up whatever's vibrating.
Yeah, so you pick up the token, and you can feel that he is beckoning for you to come out towards the edges of Ravensdale.
Okay, I'm gonna open up the window and sneak my way out.
Alright. So as you make your way across the as in the dead of night, making your way across the roads, you make your way down in closer towards the edge of the the city, and the coin just kind of jumps out of your hand almost. And from where it lays, you can notice that the that same red and white tent flows into existence.
Yep.
So
I'm gonna throw open the flaps and waltz on in.
I'm gonna throw. I thought you said you're gonna throw up. And you see that large, disgusting creature known as the Frogman sitting there with his fingers tented and leaned back into his chair. It has been quite some time.
Yep, I'm gonna waltz on over to the table and hop a squat. Alright, I know what you want. I'm gonna pull out the heart of the dragon.
Yes, as you pull it out, it kind of almost like poofs out of your hand in a puff of smoke into his, and he just kind of examines it. Yes, very well done. And he just kind of like, he runs his tongue along this no longer beating large heart of a dragon.
Gross and weird.
And he plays, and it puffs back out of existence. But you can hear something off the side, and you look over, and you see now a large jar with the heart in it sitting on top of the
large jar of jars.
Large jar with the heart sitting on the shelf with the other jars of miscellaneous crap.
Does he have a lot of other jars of stuff?
Yes.
I see.
Like jars of bugs and other organs and just different liquids, things that you probably don't want to open.
Right.
An evil collector.
Yes.
Like I said, jars of jars.
Yeah, there's a jar in a jar. And he looks towards you. You have done very well bringing this to me. Now, we have made our pact, but I can offer you a little more power for bringing me this heart.
Is he Palpatine?
What?
I've ever heard the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise.
And
Yeah.
and he kind of like puts his hand out towards you, Muffin, but you can notice that his hand is like almost stretching out, and his fingers going from fat little sausages to elongating into these very long claws that go against the side of your head, and you can just feel this surge of energy coursing into you.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I am imparting upon you great power that you may use, but you are not quite ready to use it. But it is there now, festering within you, ready to be brought out.
Thanks, I think.
Yes, I am sure you will find it most useful.
I think we're done, so I'm gonna get down from the chair and start slowly making my way to the door.
I will be seeing you again before long. I'm sure I could use your services again to collect more for me. And as you look back towards him, the tent has disappeared, and there's nothing left but his horrific, disgusting laugh on the wind.
Yeah, I'm going to make haste back to town to wash my face off. Or even if there's like a stream nearby, just dunk my head underneath it.
Yes. So
I don't want to get warts.
So now, having made your way back into the tavern, you all, and make sure you can all hit long rest, but you all rest for the night. And morning comes again. And as I expect, you all, at various times, eventually leave your rooms to prepare to make your way back to Raven's Claw in the morning.
Yep.
And,
I can use Blade Song an extra time. Fuck you.
I'm not sure who to say would potentially have been the one to be down first, but you notice that Aiko is already there, waiting you all.
Go off.
And he's just kind of sitting about the same place where you were all sitting the night before.
So,
Someone's a birdie, and I thought I was early bird.
were you just sitting there all night, or what?
And he just kind of laughs a little bit. Well, you did see me go up into my room, did you not?
Yes, but I also went to sleep, so you could have come back down all night. I don't know.
No, I must sleep like any man must.
I will
I just hand over towards
doubt that, but sure.
I just look over towards Apsilon as he says that.
You mean Eldred?
No, Apsilon.
No, Apsilon doesn't sleep.
Exactly.
Oh. Okay, I got you now.
Yeah,
That's why I'm saying I'm gonna doubt that, but sure. I don't think any man needs sleep.
Absalon, everybody's looking at you.
I feel judged. Just want to say
We
that.
are judging you.
I give him a pat on the helmet.
So,
I give him a judging glare.
so now, what is it you all plan to do now at this exact point in time?
So, where are we selling the diamonds again?
Raven's Claw?
The
Raven's Claw, where they actually have a jeweler.
or
Is there anything
Thorgrim?
else we need to do in this general area?
I don't think so. It's a relatively small town compared to the other place, Raven's Claw.
Raven's Claw, yeah. Unless we need any extra rations or any small patch-ups to any injuries, I think we should make our way.
No, my injuries are mostly healed. I only took 5 damage.
How do you categorize that number?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I got hit with a couple of bolts, I'm fine.
See, that sounds more appropriate.
I got hit by a rock.
I
once.
got a
I am
rock.
a rock.
Ooh,
No,
I-
I'm doing okay.
You're a dragon, what you mean?
Alright, so I guess you guys are just going to gather yourselves and shove off.
That is the plan, I think.
That is truly the plan.
So,
There you go.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, yeah, so 10 miles of movement.
Oh!
That doesn't really matter that much. But it matters to me, god damn it. So, as you guys make your way, towards, Raven's Claw, the sun has since then moved more towards the noon, and you pull into the ever familiar city bustling with movement as it always is. So much shit on here.
I saw it!
Yeah.
Passing by, I saw that shit.
So you pull your way into
You actually have it prepared, I'm so happy.
And boy, that is a horrible but amazing idea. I love / hate it.
Nice.
I hope if you do play it, it's not with me.
Alright, Dangus, I'll keep you posted on the work in progress character then.
Alright, Captain. So
Captain.
now that you've pulled into Raven's Claw, what is the determined destinations of you all?
I have a fuck ton of places where I want to go, but let's report to Lord Garrett first that we killed this piece of shit.
Yes, he'll be most happy to hear that.
He'll be most happy to hear that we killed the dragon and that we afterwards ate him. Because what else is more of a victory than eating your fallen victims, apparently? He's mocking myself at this point.
So you all make your way into the keep as you usually do, and Lord Garen is speaking to Tyr, who, after he notices you coming, just kind of puts his hand onto Garen's shoulder and walks back off into another room. A very friendly fellow, apparently.
Who?
Tyr, the
My
one.
Master Tyr.
Yes, the spy master, the one that I made one reference to because he doesn't really show up much.
And then he's just kind of there, and then he's gone.
Yes,
Okay.
he's a very grouchy looking half elf.
I will take the front as usual, and I will say, we have located him. We have found the creature that was destroying the carts, and we have slain it. It was a quite young red dragon.
And as you state this, Garen's sitting in his throne chair, and as you say dragon, his eyes kind of widen, and he like sits himself up. A dragon in these lands? They haven't been seen for many years, at least not since Sir Erkval's time. And he just kind of looks towards you, Apsilon.
I somehow
I'm gonna raise my hand.
Yes.
Yeah. So how long ago was that exactly?
Well, the last stories I had ever heard of Apsilon were, say well over 70 years is the last time he was ever spoken of in history. He was found dead by the mausoleum where the second king of Balathor was laid to rest.
I'm gonna turn to Apsilon. So you're 70 years old? Older than 70 years.
Your grandpa.
See, I don't like the insinuations.
I'm just saying, you move pretty good for a geriatric.
He's immortal.
I mean, I've seen creatures that have grown older than him.
Oh, wait, did you just say I'm immortal, Cole?
Yeah, it means that you can't die of natural causes, and that includes old age. You basically either age a lot longer than most of us or not at all.
Yes, and
Making that canon now, Dangus, you hear me? You heard the man.
Well, technically, you were also resurrected by the goddess of death. You literally spoke to her, so technically, yeah, I guess you can imagine you're not going to die from natural causes, because unfortunately, there's nothing natural about a sword through the face.
Oh. Nope. Sucks to suck, peasants. I'm gonna die next fight. You'll see.
Yeah, because you talk shit.
Karma's a bitch.
It's probably going to be my fault as well.
Just to prove us wrong.
This is going to be my fault as well. Hey, I now have enlarge / reduce, so I can enlarge them. What? I did not mean to do. Are you fucking joking? That was an accident, and I rolled a natural 1. What the fuck?
Sucks.
Well, now you did it. Die.
See?
Yep.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, so,
Yeah.
Garen looks back towards you. I'm quite surprised you all survived. And then he also looks towards Sabre and just kind of raises an eyebrow. And another friend to add to the party, I see.
Yes. They keep popping up out of the woodworks.
So they do.
But we did have some luck in that this dragon was quite young. It was not yet full grown, so while it did pose a threat, it was luckily not as much of one as would have been expected. Or at least as I had expected.
Well, that is good to hear. Any return of dragons can only spell disaster.
That is very much true. In any case, are there any other assignments that you so far have thought of for us, or am I allowed to study again with Sir Stormseer? Speaking of, has he returned yet?
Oh yes, he returned not too much earlier this afternoon. Actually,
perfect.
probably, I'd almost have to say not more than an hour before you all showed back up.
That is incredibly convenient.
And incredibly suspicious.
The wizards have their ways.
A wizard is never late. He shows up exactly when he is.
Say that.
Down in the Inquisition
You're telling me
days.
he's never late.
Yes, that's how we wizards do, apparently. I mean,
And do
Well,
be
si-
how he do.
since we're gonna be fucking about for most of the day, I'm gonna just do this because why not? I will just say, I will look Muffin in the eyes and just say, I can do this now, and you see as mist gathers around him, and encompasses his entire form,
Yeah.
as he just disappears and teleports behind you as I cast Misty Step.
I am going to whirl around and kick him right in the balls.
All the hit!
I would like to roll to hit.
Roll to attack.
Dogs!
No. Well, you can shield, but you can't.
I can't Blade Song as a reaction, no.
No.
Okay.
So, despite your best efforts, as you swing your foot,
I'm still missed.
fucking
She kicks mist.
yeah, sure.
She just kicks the mist.
You kicked through Miss, so unfortunately his balls are not corporeal for you to destroy with your foot.
Yes.
Cool
Don't
trick, right?
do
Not
that.
right now.
It was a cool trick, though, right?
Oh yeah, it was a cool trick, all right.
Yes, son of a bitch.
I can teleport 30 feet now. This is a small thing, but hey, it's fun. Anyway, yes, are there any specific assignments that you have to request of us, or may we just explore town and just do other such things?
Well, we will need something, I'm sure, before long, but currently there's nothing I need. But by all means, take a few days to yourselves, as you've taken care of something of great danger to this kingdom. I think you deserve your rest for that. Now, in terms of payment, I was not expecting such a thing, so I must take a few hours to figure out a much more suitable payment for what you have done for us.
It's quite alright. I will most likely be with Stormseer if you seek to find me there.
Very well. I'm sure he will be more than happy to continue to teach.
May I say that dragon was also delicious.
True, it was very tasty.
And as you say this, he raises an eyebrow. You ate the dragon?
We took him apart into pieces and then we cooked him through. And may I say, he was very spicy.
It isn't. Well, it is. Apparently, according to them, it's spicy. For me, it wasn't.
Realization dawns upon Muffin. Wait a second. Dragons are really smart, right?
Yes.
So we literally just ate another sentient being, not just like a regular animal.
Well, I mean,
Technically.
I'm gonna throw up.
Well, I mean, well, yeah.
This
I
is
mean, I've
nature.
done cannibalism before, so it's nothing new to me.
This is nature. Everything eats everything.
So,
Circle of life.
Garen just kind of like steps back, with some surprise to Muffin now having puked on the floor.
And eat her guts.
I suppose I'll have to get someone to clean that up.
Does
$10 deducted from your payment.
does prestidigitation, is that able to clean it up?
Dog starts drinking the
No! No! Puke be gone. I cast puke be gone.
I mean, you try, but you can't do it as fast.
I was kidding.
I know, but you can't do it. I'm still saying you can't do it as fast as you hope, so it still takes a bit of time to get all the puke off the floor.
Oh, Christ.
Hey, better not let it go to waste.
Don't let your puke go to waste.
No, the dragon.
Well, yeah, but that's like if we cooked Ildrad and ate him.
Just... Well,
I mean,
hey, he's
Ildrad
half.
will remember that.
He's only part dragon, not fully.
What was I gonna say now? I was gonna say Apsilon is okay with that. Oh shit, that is funny. So, yes, he bids you all to take a few days for yourself, as there's not much need of you all at the moment.
Study.
So yes, Liebe goes off to continue his studying with
Oi!
what's his face?
Storm
I'm gonna get Liebe's attention.
What?
If you're gonna go do that, give me the gems so I can go sell them. I'm going to see the dwarf anyway.
Alright, I'll give her 10.
10 what?
10 of the Gemmy gems.
Which ones?
10 diamonds.
Okay. There's other gems, that's why I asked.
Yeah, I'll give her... only the diamonds or some of the other ones.
Are you asking Muffin or?
Muffin.
Well, unless you plan on using them, I say we should sell all of them and then divide the money.
Okay, I want to...
yeah, unless you want to keep one for studying, I say just sell them all because
Yes, I want to keep one singular ruby just because I think it looks cool. You can have the rest. So
I think it
he
looks
gives you-
cool.
he gives you will give you 5 rubies, 4 sapphires, and 10 diamonds.
Oh, there. Hang on a second. All right, so it was let's see. It was 5 rubies.
Yes.
God damn it. Never mind. I'm just put it on my notepad. 5 rubies.
Yeah, 'cause you're gonna sell them anyway.
4 was it sapphires?
Yeah.
All right. And how many diamonds?
10.
10 diamonds. Okay. And I'm headed to go see Thoradin.
Alright. And then what is everybody else planning to do in the meantime?
I want to see if I can turn that dragon tail into a lance.
So come with me to Thoradin.
Yeah.
I'm also going to Thoradin then because I
Don't know
want
any
to get
better.
my part of the pie.
I'll follow them because I have nothing better to do.
Studying.
That's just great.
I'm a study.
Yes, so in the meantime, while the rest of you are making your way out of out of the keep and towards the blacksmith, you notice there is a cart, a large cart parked not too far from
Oh fuck, I'm gonna miss it.
from Serenity's shop, and you can see a figure has a cloak on over him, but you can tell he's a dwarf that hops off of the cart and makes his way into the shop.
Well, I'm not just gonna let that stand.
How dare you enter the shop we also go into?
But that's our shop.
Alright, so you're all going into the shop then. So as you enter...
For me!
What?
I said except for me, because I'm the only one who's fucking not there.
Yes.
Leave melting down.
so
He
yes,
chose
the
to
rest of
study.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The thing is, because he said that he needed to figure out like a better form of payment, I decided to stay behind and then study so I can multitask. So when he's decided about payment, then I'll go. Yeah, I'll go come with you guys.
Let us know what the reward is.
I got you. Until then, I'll just be muted.
You all enter into the shop, and you can see Serenity with considering how her face has been every time you all enter the shop, which has been not exactly a thrilled look. You see that she has a big grin on her face while she's talking to the dwarf that is within her shop, and she sees you all come in. Oh, hello, if it isn't my favorite customers.
I'm gonna elbow Sabre and whisper real close and say, "Looks like Liebe's got some competition."
Fantastic.
And the dwarf kind of with this like cloak on that goes over his form, so it's kind of like a big thing of robes, but obviously it's got like a split in the middle. Looks towards you all and goes, give me a second. Actually, you know what? Let me pause for a moment. I need to use the bathroom. So.
Hey.
Alright, so the dwarf turns towards you, and the first thing you notice, Muffin, is his right eye is a lot different than his left. It seems to be almost a very light gray in color with golden rings and a very large purple gem in the center of it. And it kind of spins in a way as he looks towards you.
Oh, it's a gray eye. Oh, so it's a mechanical eye.
Basically.
Aesthetic.
That's the word I was looking for.
Well, I don't see many friends of, I don't know if I'm doing that voice right. Many friends of Serenity's around here.
Oh, yeah,
And-
we're good friends. Right, Serenity?
she kind of just, like,
Told me.
sighs deeply.
See? That means she likes us.
And he just kind of laughs and kind of like looks over you all. So, adventure as it is for Lord Garen.
Who told you?
The cloaks kind of
Yeah, I
give
know.
it away. I know.
Theatrics. Yep, adventurers that be we.
And
Hi.
he just kind of like looks at you closer, Muffin, and you can see like his eyes spinning around as he looks towards you. I never known him to like goblins too much. The voice is not.
goblin.
The voice is not.
I'm
at
actually
all
a dragon. I'm actually a dragon.
Yes, he's not actually a goblin.
And he just kind of laughs heartily. I don't know if I believe that too much, but that's all right.
Yeah, but is Liebe here with us?
No.
No, I'm not.
Damn it.
Liebe's
Who
over
has-
there being a
Who
nerd.
has the potion of fire breathing?
Me.
Damn it.
Damn it.
No, we're not gonna cause any trouble here. We're just gonna
You
trade in
obviously- Now,
our
Sabre,
here for gold.
you
and go on
haven't
our
been
way.
here very often. It
I
is
just
my
asked-
job to do this.
I just accidentally saved Serenity's shop from being
Ah.
burnt.
Burnt to the ground. So,
It's a shame. Should have let it get burned.
the dwarf extends out his hand. The name's Gamdris Stonefist.
Amdre.
Yes.
Never heard of that guy. Never heard of that. Liebe's the only one of us who knows anything about dwarves.
Well, I haven't been too much around this part of Ravensclaw in quite some time, so I wouldn't say I know your friend or not.
Will you ever get up towards Dragon Keep? Because that's where he's from.
Maybe once or twice, but the walls weren't even built like they are now.
Maybe, well, he's a tiefling. I don't know if you've ever seen one of them.
And he just kind of like looks and puts his finger or his thumb back towards Serenity. I only really know this one and one other. And I don't think the one you're talking about is your friend.
Oh, well, who's that?
A story for another time. Now then.
A story for another time. I'm writing notes down. In character.
She just, and from the back, Serenity kind of pipes up. Now, I have business with this man, so I'd appreciate it if you all could go for now.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk right over and plop the gems down on the counter. What you give me for these?
And Gamgee picks up one of the diamonds and looks towards it.
Slap, slap, slap.
Well, while you're trying to slap him, he's not really paying attention to you. Fine cut on these ones. Where did you get them?
Told you I was a dragon. This is my horde. I'm trading in.
Not much of a dragon, then, I see.
Oh, that hurts.
Dangus,
I'm a
where am
small
I?
dragon. It's a small horde.
What?
I'm in this store right now with them, right?
Yes, everybody's here.
Everybody except for Liebe, so anyways.
It's just nobody else has made...
I have a breath weapon, right?
Yeah, but I think yours is like ice.
No, mine is lightning.
Oh god.
So I could still set the place on fire.
Oh no.
Just a different way.
The place is mainly wood, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
wood's not
want
conductive.
to...
How about not?
I want to, my brain just left the building. I want to tap the dwarf on the shoulder.
And while he's finishing looking at the gem, he kind of looks down at Muffin, who's slapping at him, but then looks back at you as soon as you tap on him. And just kind of...
Actually, wait. Who said the thing about her not being a dragon?
That was Gamgee.
Well, that's not much of a
Who
dragon.
the fuck was that?
The dwarf you're talking to.
Okay. I'm a little lost, alright? I'm not that bright.
Yeah,
guess.
more or less he
10 intelligence.
insulted the poor goblin.
So I want to tap him in the shoulder, get real nice and close, and say, "Are you making fun of our dragon?"
And he just kind of laughs. And what if I am?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
Ildrad about to fucking die.
Well, there goes our opportunity to make money at the window.
Okay.
Not
Good job,
necessarily.
finding one
Have you ever
person
heard of
who
robberies?
probably bought our things. Good job. Proud of
I want to look him dead in the eyes and say, "That's not very nice."
You suck.
Wait, you said you're gonna sock him in the jaw?
No. I said, "That's not very nice," and then Muffin said, "You suck."
Wait, who sucks? Ildrad does, or?
Gamgee.
And he just kind of laughs and looks back to you. He's like, well, I'd be willing to pick up a few of these gems from you.
Also, I want to whisper in his ear and say, why you gotta break her dreams? She just wants to be a dragon."
And he just kind of Because it's
You
funny.
could have played along with it.
And I literally said, because it's funny.
There's a lot of emotional damage.
I am going to hop up onto the counter and put myself between Serenity and Gantry. Talk price.
Yeah,
And-
who can give us the better deal?
And so, he looks at the gems closer and puts them back onto the counter. 10 for the rubies, 10 for the sapphires, and 50 for the diamonds. Each.
Okay, so that's 50, 40, and 500. Captain Sabre, does that pass your bullshit test? You're a pirate. You know treasure.
Sounds pretty. I think a pretty reasonable price. What does Serenity say?
And she
I'll hang my head backwards to see what she says.
She just says, "Get the fuck out of my store."
and now with eyes on her, she is very uncomfortable. Well, I always trust anything Gamdry says. He's a very smart man. He's been quite a smart dwarf. He's been around for many years.
Or Liebe.
I'm going to straighten myself back up and sold. I'm going to hold my hand out to Gamdry.
What did you total that up to?
590 gold.
Okay. And he just kind of looks at you for a moment and puts up a finger. One moment. And walks out of the store. And you notice the whole time, everything he's been doing, you only ever saw his left arm through everything he was doing. That's the only arm that came out from under the cloak.
So it looks like there's 5 of us, right? Am I counting correctly?
In the store currently.
Dangus?
No. I mean, like
Dangus?
in the party entirely.
The party, yes, there are 5.
So it's a party of
Okay.
5. Okay. Anyway, yes.
I would like to check the jewels.
How so? What are you looking?
Why?
Yeah, I guess why is a good question,
Okay.
and for what for?
My main reason is, are they still on the counter, or did this man just walk out of the store with them?
No, they're still on the counter.
He's going to get his money.
Oh, okay, good.
I said he inspected them and then put them on the counter.
He thought we were about
Okay,
to have
no,
a
'cause
foot chase.
Foot chase? I was about to burn his store to the ground.
It's not even his store.
So no, it's Serenity's.
No, I know this is Serenity's store. Doesn't the dwarf have a blacksmith shop?
No,
No,
that's
no,
a
it's
different
completely
door.
different dwarf.
Oh, jewelry store. I'm still burning it to the ground. If he took ours. But he didn't, so he's safe.
Anyway, that
I was about to cast,
had a bit of
Many
unnecessary violence aside. He returns with a sack of gold, and you now notice, his other arm is out, and strangely enough, it's almost like he has an extremely large gauntlet going from hand up to his arm. It's made of many interlocking metal plates, and he's holding some other long device that you can't really tell what it is. He drops the gold onto the counter in front of you, Muffin.
Okay, one thing at a time. So his arm that's his right arm or his left arm?
His right arm. It looks like it's a large
mechanical
metal.
right arm.
Well, you don't know that. It just looks like he's got a weird large metal gauntlet on.
Right, okay. And so the gold's right in front of me.
Yes, he drops a big sack. 590 gold for all of it.
Money.
money, money, money.
I'm gonna hop down off the counter. It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
One moment, and he kind of, as you hop off the counter, he kind of puts his hand on top of your head. Now, I can tell you must be one that's good with a bow, right?
Among other things.
I knew it. And he kind of looks at you and points to his eye that is, like, still spinning at you. This eye can see everything. And
Kind of creepy.
and he put...
Can it see where Liebe's self-respect is?
Its dignity. Can it find it?
Yes, his dignity. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Muffin. Can it see where Liebe's dignity is? You said everything.
It doesn't exist.
I'm gonna point over to Serenity. She's got it.
Ignoring this whole ridiculous situation, he
Stop, dwarf man. We're having fun at someone's expense.
Basically bangs this device against the floor. I think you might be one to help me test this out.
What is it? A club?
No. And he kind of like almost looks like he breaks it in the center, and it has this strange metal chamber in the center of it, and you can see he starts loading something into it one by one until he has 6 things and breaks it back into place and then hands it towards you.
I can pull the trigger.
No, he's well, wait, you say you want to pull the trigger?
No, I point at the ceiling. As soon as he has it in my head, I point at the ceiling and pull the trigger.
So you do this with a loud thundering bang that is all but deafens you all.
Well, there goes the only bag of holding in the store.
The projectile from this thing, thing goes clear through the ceiling, and Serenity just looks at you with rage and just kind of decides fuck it and walks out from behind.
I'll pay for that. I'm gonna sheepishly put the gun behind me and hold out the gold sack.
The device. And she already walked back behind.
Stop. I'm okay. I'm gonna stop Muffin from giving her the gold sack.
Anyway, no, she already walked behind the thing is what I'm saying, just ignoring everything else you'd say from there. And Gamgee's kind of I think you made her mad.
I think bad habit of doing that.
Now,
I don't do it on purpose. I don't know what it is.
And he just kind of like leans in towards you. I call it a firearm. Obviously, fire spits out of the end of it, and it does a little bit of what you did, just hopefully towards the thing you're trying to kill, not the ceiling. But it still needs some tests, and I'm thinking you might be the perfect guinea pig for me.
I agree. Before he even finishes, says the word guinea pig.
And he puts back out his hand towards you, almost like expecting you to put the firearm back in his hand.
I'm gonna look at it, then begrudgingly part with it.
And he just kind of holds it again. I think it might be a bit dangerous for you to hold this just yet. But if you'll come with me, I could show you a few things about it.
Hey, I'm gonna give Ildrad the gold. Just make sure Serenity gets money for the ceiling.
Or just get your goddamn wizard to fix it.
Oh yeah, we have the scroll of mending.
And put it in my pocket.
I am the mending. What do you mean?
Anyway, so what I guess now then at this point, Serenity's gone back behind the her curtain and doesn't come back out, and Gamdry wants Muffin to come with him. Is everybody else just gonna go with them, or are they doing something else?
What did this shop sell again?
Magic potions and enchanting stuff.
Yes, it's basically just a magic shop.
Is there anything that you need to purchase here? Because otherwise, I think I want to go with Muffin.
I'm not sure.
I also want myself something like that.
Do I? Has he not come to give me my goddamn payment yet?
No, you're currently just studying with for at least your first day of studying with from Stormseer. But you do, from while you're sitting there studying, you do hear a weird, faint, echoing, booming sound coming from the distance through the window in his tower.
Why do I have the distinct feeling that's one of their fault?
And
we call that spell premonition.
So then,
It's fucking.
so I guess as you all go with Gamdry, he kind of takes you to a more
I got loot.
takes you to a more secluded area away from the city where you could potentially cause damage, and starts showing you the workings of the firearm. Now, what you do, you pull.
I'm gonna show Sabre how it works as well.
By the way, while they went to do that, I want to go over to wherever Liebe is.
All right.
Back to the keep.
You go back to where Lord Garen is, and I'm just sitting inside of a fucking giant-ass library reading a shit ton of books.
I guess I'm heading over to the books.
You're just gonna sit and stare ominously.
We're both just sitting there on the chairs, just drinking this tea. We were expecting you.
We'll get back to that later. Continue with what you were doing with Muffin.
Anyway, so now then with as Gamdry's showing you, he shows you the and kind of points out the different parts, like the trigger, the cylinder where you load what he calls bullets into it, and he just kind of holds one of them to you. Gunpowder and metal. I don't know if there's much else that could kill something quicker than this.
What you're saying is I got 6 shots, and it's more than enough to kill anything that moves.
Absolutely.
Nice.
And he just kind of shows you that you have to like pull this like small lever, and you bend the thing in half to break it open to load up the chamber. And he gives you he starts giving you more of the bullets to that he's made over time to load in and test out this weapon.
And talking about
what?
How many are we talking?
Well, he just keeps giving you rounds. So basically, over the course of like a few hours, you probably fire off like at least 60 of them.
We're doing this like, oh, okay.
No, it's basically like you're just learning the how to use it from there.
Do you want to try? I'm gonna hand it to Sabre.
Of course. And of course, because I already know how to use the short bow, that this is gonna be a piece of cake. It's even faster than loading. Like, it's gonna be louder than a short bow. It might not be any faster to load, but at least do more damage to stronger enemies.
More than enough to kill anything that moves.
Yes.
But so you both sit there and learn how to fire this rifle, but the Gamdry only has the one that he had imparted onto Muffin, and shows her how to use everything on it. Now then, there's something else though in this rifle that makes it special, and he kind of pops open part of the back of it, like near the stock, and you can see there's a fair-sized glowing gem in it that almost seems to like warp in colors and shape as it sits in the rifle.
I really wish Liebe were here to see this.
So do
I. Oh, great.
So does Liebe.
No need to rub it in, god.
So after testing it, you guys, I put proficiency with firearms on both Sabre, and even though there's only the one rifle, if he ever makes another one, you'll be able to use it.
Awesome.
It's not like
I was thinking more of like a pistol would be more fitting, but like a rifle works too because that's long range.
Anyway, he
like I said, it's I don't have to attune to it, do I?
You will actually.
Oh damn! So I can't just throw it to Sabre to use. All right.
Correct. So yeah, this was one of the weapons I had made for your character specifically. So he shows you this rapidly shifting in color and shades gem, and it seems like it changes shape as well. Now this makes this thing very special, and you see him pick aim the thing towards one of the targets that he had set up, and you notice that the chamber or the cylinder spins extremely rapidly for a moment before locking in, and you see an orange glow flowing through the rifle, and he fires it off, and you see a blaze of fire travel across the target, and it pierces into it and sets ablaze. And then you see it spin again, and it changes blue, and he fires, and there's an arc of lightning that goes across and hits it again. And he looks back towards you. Now this is what makes it really special.
So it can fire different elements.
That's right. A special gem that I found in my travels. Haven't seen anything else like it, but it does give it something very special.
Hey, bro, aren't there magic spells that can do that? Some sort of orb that's chromatic?
Yes, they're very rare though to find.
Fucking
Muffin, I'm going to fucking execute you.
Well, that's just mean.
I mean, I have Chaos Bolt, if that counts.
Anyway, so
I was just wondering. I was just thinking out loud if it was like an actual chromatic orb that he found that he put in the back of it.
No,
continue.
It's just a strange gem. And he also shows you it fire as he aims again. Small pockets like kind of pop out of the side of it, and these small little projectiles fly towards and bombard into the into the target. And then he also has a moment where what you've noticed from Liebe casting it, what appears to be the shield spell appearing around him for just a moment before disappearing again. Lots of power with this one, but it only works for one user at a time, and you can kind of see like magic flow out of his fingers back into the rifle and hands it to you. And as you grab onto it, Muffin, you can feel like now different from when you were holding it the first time, almost like a shock through your what feels like a shock
feeling.
Yeah, like a tingling feeling through your fingers as you feel the magic flow through you and back out into the rifle. Now, I haven't quite figured out a name for it, but I'll let that up to you.
Okay. I'll think on it.
And he just kind of...
Nope, I got it.
Oh, God.
This is my boomstick.
Also,
I'm so proud of you.
I need to look at my thing later, but you definitely had to attune to this, but it's not showing up as something to attune. Maybe it's because you need to wield it. Okay, yeah, you need to like wield it and then you attune to it. Yeah, so now you're attuned to the your rifle that you're calling a boomstick.
Isn't it my inventory?
Yeah, it's in your inventory now. You might have to reload your page for it to show up because I did it for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna refresh. Oh, yep, there it is.
I get a feeling this gem here might have a bit more power to it, but I haven't figured it out completely. Maybe you'll have more luck over time.
What if? Hear me out. Oh wait, I'm not there. Ignore me.
You can tell us after then, when we show you off the new weapon that we've been rewarded.
Alright, well, in the meantime, now that you now have the gun and your boomstick and met Aiko and now what was the other thing? And met Gamdry, I'm gonna have to call it a session because I have things I need to do, and I think we've managed to do quite a bit. Oh, and Apsilon got to meet the Raven Queen.
God damn it.
Don't worry, next session it'll start with you
Don't worry, next session we'll start with me throwing the bag of gold at your
I want
face.
my lance from the dragon tail.
By the way, where
you guys,
is Apsilon?
you guys, he's just kind of,
I thought.
yeah, he's just been kind of like traveling along quietly. But when they actually go to the blacksmith, or if Absalon says fuck this and goes himself, then yeah, we can see if he can try to make a lance out of it.
Gotta find us a monster hunter carver or blacksmith.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, and then also we'll have Liebe finishing up his studying. So I'm gonna say after that, getting the weapon, just a jump of another 2 days of where he was taking care of his studying.
I really regret that I chose to go study.
That's okay. I have regrets too, but we don't need to talk about those. But whatever happened.
You do have regrets. It's what separates us from the successful people.
Are you done recording?